Hi folks, my name is Flarectomy, and this is another quick and dirty tutorial on the Spark editor for Natural Selection 2. I have been asked to make a quick tutorial on decals. Somebody asked how do decals work in the editor, so here we go. If you're not familiar with what a decal is, it's basically a texture stuck onto another texture. If you fire bullets at a wall and it leaves those little bullet marks, those are decals. Let's say you want a symbol on the floor here, for instance, then that's quite easy to do with a decal. If you go to your entities menu, you'll see it says decals over there. So you just click that and then click here, and this little check pattern appears. Now if we go to the selection tool and click on that, you'll see there's a small bounding box there, and that'll stretch it to however big you want it to be. You can place it with the movement tool, and with this not actually the scale tool, but just the selection tool, you can resize it. What I want to show you first is just where you can find your decals. They are just regular materials, same as all your other world's materials. You just type decal to filter it, and you'll notice there's a big list of decals used by the official maps, from refinery to Eclipse and Biodome and things like that. So we're just gonna add one to this decal entity right now. So if you have the decal option or settings here, the preferences, whatever you want to call it, it says material, and that's where you select which material you want to use. So you go to your materials folder, and then you see all these folders here. Let's go to docking number 5 because we want a big 5 on the floor. Now there you have it, big 5 right there on the floor. You can rotate it. Voila, and there you have it. Now sometimes you may want your decal to be on multiple surfaces, and it can look hideous like this if it's not a big 90-degree angle, but like a small slope or whatever. It won't look as horrible as this. But yeah, it'll you see it won't go further up because the bounding box ends there. But if we do this, then it'll continue. It looks horrible, but that's just because I'm misapplying it, basically. And there you have it. It's on the floor again. Alright, and here we are in game with our large 5 on the ground. And there's some infestation seeping through the wall because the hive's behind there. You can disregard that, but yeah, so this is what it looks like in game. Basically the same as the preview you saw in the editor. Now, this is all fine for just flat floor, but what if you have like a rocky floor from the cave set, from the art assets, and you want a decal on that? What'll happen then? Well, I'll just show you that. So here we are back in the editor, and now we're just going to find one of those rocky props. This will probably do. Pretty big, but we'll rotate it. Put it on the ground. You can basically already see what's happening here. It'll align to the surface of the prop. So let's make this a little taller so it encompasses the whole thing. And there you go. It's 5 and it's on the surface of the actual prop. Now, if this is like extreme angles, it'll look horrible again. It'll stretch in ways you don't want it to. But this works fairly well actually. You probably won't have a direct use for a 5 on a wall or actually a floor like this, but it works. So I'll just show you what that looks like in game. And here we are in game with a large 5 on our rocky floor. So that's what that looks like. Now there's a ton of other uses for decals, of course, rather than just symbols on random faces. This minimal infestation is decals. If you think of Kodiak, all the moss and the dirt baths, well, not all the moss, but the moss that's actually stuck onto some of the surfaces, that's decals, and the dirt baths I mentioned. there's a ton of uses for them. So check out some of the official maps. Look at them in the editor. That's the biggest tip I can give you. Look at official maps in the editor if you're wondering how something works. And that wraps that up for this tutorial. So I hope it's been of use, and I might see you in game at some point. Take care.